Pushing India Today magazine. Take it on from here. Thank you.
Good evening, and this is the session we've been waiting for the whole day. Let's give Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, Minister of Education, a very, very warm round of applause.
Thank you.
He is now, I think, 5 years into the job, sir, almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years.
And if you look at the national education policy, which he kicked off with his vision and execution, he has brought systemic reforms, both to school, across schools and higher education, rather than just incremental change. I've always mentioned that whenever Pradhanji takes a portfolio, and I've known him from his petroleum days, outstanding work, always on the ball, always pushing things forward. He could have easily been foreign minister, he could have been chief minister, but he's here as chief minister of Odisha, but he's here as education minister, and as you can see, tremendous amount of change that has happened. Mr. Pradhan, let's begin by looking at the national education policy. Almost 5 years now. What would you say is, in terms of achievements, the 3 or 4 big things it has done?
थैंक यू राज जी। मैं अगर पिछले 5 साल में एनईपी की इम्प्लीमेंटेशन की एक 2-3 मोटा लेखा जोखा मैं आपके सामने रखूं, कि भारत में हमने एक सिविलाइजेशनल पैराडिम शिफ्ट किया है। अभी जिसको माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है, हमको मैकोले माइंडसेट से एकेडमिक कल्चर को बदलना है। इसी में एनईपी की कल्पना हुई थी। एनईपी में अगर 1, 2, 3 कहने के लिए अनेक चीज़ें 1, 2, 3 कहूँ, हमने स्कूल एजुकेशन में कैरिकुलम को एक साइंटिफिक अप्रोच के साथ 21st सेंचुरी लायक बनाने की हम लोगों ने सफलता प्राप्ति शुरू किया है। 1 to 8 स्टैंडर्ड तक नई टेक्स्ट बुक आ चुका है। ईसीसी के लिए बाल बाटिका 1, 2, 3 यानी प्री स्कूल 3 साल की टीएलएम टीचिंग लर्निंग मटेरियल बन चुका है। प्राइमरीली ये जो 11 साल की टेक्स्ट बुक एंड टीचिंग लर्निंग मटेरियल बन चुका है, और 9, 10, 11, 12 ये 4 साल की ये प्रोसेस में है। आने वाले 1-2 साल के अंदर ये भी पूरा हो जाएगा। इसमें से एक मूल उपलब्धि होगी हमारी देश की जो प्राइमरी एक शिक्षा की आधार मेमोराइजेशन था, रोट लर्निंग था। इसी में धीरे धीरे हम लोग जिस प्रकार की कैरिकुलम फ्रेमवर्क बनाई गई, जिस प्रकार की लिटरेचर बनाई जा रही है, जिस प्रकार की टेक्नोलॉजी एम्बेडमेंट हो रहा है, जिस प्रकार की टीचर्स की कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग के ऊपर थ्रस्ट दिया जा रहा है, उसमें धीरे धीरे हमारी पहली बार स्कूल एजुकेशन में कुछ एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर टॉपिक को फॉर्मल एजुकेशन की सिस्टम पे लाया गया है। स्पोर्ट्स, आर्ट एंड कल्चर एंड स्किल डेवलपमेंट, ये तीनों को, ये 3 चीज हमारी, जो हम लोगों ने कहा कि सिविलाइजेशनल शिफ्ट हो रहा है। हमारी देश की इकोनॉमी मॉडल में, एजुकेशन मॉडल में दोनों इंटरलिंक था। नॉलेज एंड कॉम्पिटेंसी दोनों इकट्ठा था, लेकिन हमको बीच में लंबे समय से कॉम्पिटेंसी और नॉलेज को डीलिंक करना पड़ा अनफॉर्चुनेटली। ये जो नया हमने एजुकेशन मॉडल लेके आ रहे हैं, इसमें से इसकी प्राइमरी उपलब्धि होगी हमारी एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी, हमारी इनोवेशन, हमारी क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग की एक नई दुनिया बनेगी। इसकी प्रारूप धीरे धीरे बन गया। दूसरा बड़ी उपलब्धि मैं कहूँ कि हमारी देश में दुनिया की एक्सपीरियंस रहा है, अगर बच्चों की प्रारंभिक पढ़ाई मातृभाषा में होगी, भारत में अनेक मातृभाषा है, अगर मदर टंग में पढ़ाई होगी तब बच्चों की मौलिक चिंता करने की शक्ति बढ़ेगी। वो रोट लर्निंग से, मेमोराइजेशन से डिजाइन एंड क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग तक पहुंचेंगे। इसीलिए एनईपी ने एक प्रमुख विषय का प्रायोरिटी दिया था, कम से कम स्टैंडर्ड 5 तक, ईसीसी की 3 साल और आगे 1 to 5 ये 8 साल मदर टंग बेस्ड एजुकेशन हो। उसके उपरांत 8 तक भी मदर टंग में पढ़ाया जाए तो अच्छा है। और अभी तो कई राज्यों ने, कई इंस्टीट्यूशंस ने यूजी पीजी तक भी भारत की मदर टंग बेस्ड एजुकेशन सिस्टम को भी प्रायोरिटाइज किया गया है।
I wanted to ask you on that aspect, since you mentioned that foundation level आपने किया था. What is your plans to take it right up to, as you were saying, UG level or to that level? education in the mother tongue?
No, it's up to the student and institution.
Right.
As a policy framework, Government of India, NEP is recommending mother tongue based education up to standard 5.
Right.
Whichever mother tongue they
That you have
belong.
done now.
That we have
Uske baad
implemented.
kya plan
It's
hai?
up to the choice of the student. It's
Right.
up to we are recommending, NEP is recommending one scientific assessment there. If student will be multilingual,
Right.
his competency in acceptability in the job market in the new world will be much more acceptable than a singular one or two language based education.
Right.
So multilingualism is a weapon of a new world. So we are recommending preferably up to 8 you can go through the mother tongue. If you want to be multilingual, if you want to be you want to innovate, then you have to be clarity of thoughts. Clarity of thoughts will only come through mother tongue. Then up to the job market, up to the student, up to the institution, up to the university. Whatever language they want to teach, student want to learn, it's up to student. But as a policy, we prefer mother tongue based education will lead to innovation and new developments.
Excellent. If you take a look at the entire policy that you did in terms, since we're talking about language, you had also recommended a 3-language policy across this thing. What level of implementation is that? Has things been facilitated to ensure that all 3 languages could be taught? Or how are we progressing on that front?
CBSE has given circular to all its school, and NCERT is preparing teaching learning material in the digital platform in 22 languages. In all the scheduled languages of India will now, they will get teaching learning material, textbook will be available in the digital platform. And CBSE has given instruction to all its school gradually, not all of a sudden, because primarily in CBSE, English or Hindi is the medium of instruction. Gradually, CBSE is moving towards multilingual based instruction. Whichever state they want, the state they belong to, they can learn. And state like Delhi, place like Delhi, in a school, you will find many languages, students from many languages. That's a new challenge. I think in the era of AI, era of technology, multilingualism is an answer. Many good examples are there. Sovereign AI are coming up with good LLM model, where we can use any language, but we can understand and listen in many languages. There's new technologies coming up through our local LLM, and I'm confident gradually there will be a paradigm shift in the medium of instruction in coming days.
There has been some resistance from states with regard to the 3-language policy. We have seen in Tamil Nadu some issues that has that been sorted out? What has been the current position on that?
I think in principle level, everybody is accepted language policy of Government of India, Government of the NEP, recommended by NEP. Unfortunately, Tamil Nadu has an issue. It's not a societal issue, it's not an issue of students. Recently, I had been to Tamil Nadu, I have toured around many parts of Tamil Nadu. I have been to Rameswaram, I have been to Meenakshi Temple, Madurai, I had been to Coimbatore, I had been to Chennai. I found there is a much more acceptance of any language in Tamil Nadu, but the language issue is political in Tamil Nadu by ruling party. It's a cosmetic one, it's a political positioning of DMK.
And you are hopeful that that will, after the elections, or the controversy still continues on this?
I don't want to get into the election framework.
Right.
Because I am confident society has accepted multilingualism in all states of the country. Well, let me share one experience. I spent a night in Madurai. In the early morning, some play school teacher came to see me. Almost all are ladies. One gents was there, eight person were there, and 7 ladies, lady teachers and 1 gents teacher. 2 of them are speaking fluent Hindi. My anxiety came and I asked my curiosity to solve my curiosity. How come you know Hindi? But sir, we want to learn Hindi. We are learning Hindi. It's a good language. It's more acceptable in our society also. So it's my conviction, my understanding of Tamil Nadu or any other state, language is never a barrier to communicate, to understand, to speak or to learn.
You had also talked, I know I don't want to get more into that subject, we could go a little more, but you had also talked in the early part when you were referring to, that you're moving away from rote learning and getting into actual learning in a different way where you use your hands, experience, all that that you're trying to introduce. One of the key aspects of that is teacher training. How do you shift the teacher from the mindset of the past to the mindset of the future, the future?
It's a issue. I accept this challenge. It's a issue I am accepting also. In India, there are around 25 crore to 50 million school students or school learners are there. They are in schools. There are around 1 crore, 10 million teachers are there. To have a paradigm shift on this area is a challenge. But government has accepted this challenge, and all the state government are cooperating on that. I can cite 2 examples. Government of India is giving utmost priority to capacity building of teachers. When we are talking about capacity building of teachers, we are depending on advanced tool like AI. Now, Madras IIT has given assignment to have a center of excellence for AI in education. And I have gone through their preparation. I am convinced they are giving priority to capacity building of teachers. They have a work to do list in AI for education, what they will do from primary school to high-end research. One of the major priority area is capacity building of teachers by using AI. We have to embrace modern technology. We have to embed new methods. And Government of India is giving priority and giving financial assistance through Samagra Shiksha to capacity building of the district level capacity buildings and diet. District education research center we are giving much priority. Creating new institution, adopting technology, adopting new pedagogy approach. We have to open our mindset. Higher education are involved. Societal experts are involved. By infusing all the energy, we have to enhance the capacity of our students.
Now, to the government's credit, there has been, and across to state governments as well, there has been in terms of enrollment, you are seeing very good results, close to 93% at lower levels, going up to 10-13% as it gets to secondary. And of course, you still have an issue of higher education that you need to look at. One of the things that people say is, great, the numbers are there, but the quality of learning. What are you doing to make sure that, and the studies that you have done, what does it show about the quality of learning? Has that improved, particularly at basic skill levels, and as we move up, when you talk of basic literacy and numeracy, to the going upwards to other standards?
Raji, when Atalji was in charge of this country, in those days the GER was in the primary level was very dismal. In those days, he has initiated Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Now, Prime Minister Modi is implementing he implemented Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Now, Prime Minister Modi is implementing Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. In those days, 30 years ago, challenge was enrollment. Today, I accept this responsibility. Today's challenge is quality. We are giving emphasis on that. Per se, every student has to have a scientific outlook. Every student has to be design thinker and an innovator. My government has given financial allocation to open 10,000 Atal Tinkering Lab 3 years back. Last year budget, we have assigned another 50,000 Atal Tinkering Lab to open in the government schools of country. Now we have given, in last budget, we have assigned the job to DOT to connect broadband internet connectivity to almost all the secondary schools of country, government secondary schools of the country. Now we are investing on ICT, we are investing on skills, we are investing on sports, we are investing on art and culture. In that way, the multidimensional personality development of a student will be enhanced. That he will be empowered with his own thinking. This year budget, Government of India has announced 15,000 new AVCG centers lab will be opened, funded by Government of India in the 15,000 schools. 500 colleges will be created, centers will be created for AVCG, higher education level standards. 50 new research park has been developed. In 2016, there are only few hundred startups. Today, there are 2 lakh startups in our country. They are creating new employment opportunity, new economy. Now our entrepreneurship is a priority in our education system. Few years back, employment Job was the criteria. Today also job is a priority. But now new buzzword in the campus is job creator, wealth
Right.
creator. Continuous effort, regular financing, good strategy, good policy, and opening up our idea to the new era. In that way, we are confident we will create a new bridge to the new world.
Since you mentioned skilling, and I think that's a very important aspect of it, you have the 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. And plus 4 is the area, as you get to there, where you really need to focus on skilling and vocational courses that's there. What has, and you earlier were Minister of Skilling as well, skill education. What do you think is the best way that we get people skilled at this level rather than push them into colleges and do that? What has the government done about that aspect of it?
For the first time, from standard 6, skill will be a proper subject. It will not be ancillary, it will not
Right.
be extracurricular. There will be mark, there will be examination. From 6 to 8, skill orientation will be there among the students. From, as you rightly said, 9, 10 and 11, 12. These are the area of formation, the area
Right.
of career formation. In the 9th and 10th, skill will be more focused according to choice of student. In the 11, 12, according to the specialization. That
Right.
they will be first 1 to 6 to 8, 3 years orientation. Then according to the choice, then specialization. In this
Right.
way, substantial number, every student will be empowered with some kind of skill. In the college, in the UG level, as many of my colleagues, principals are here in this meeting.
Yes, all of them.
I
waiting.
think all of them are implementing year 4 in the UG.
That's
in
right.
the NEP, we have recommended 4-year UG courses. I know many of them, many colleges are implementing skill-oriented internship. Government of India is enroll a huge scheme for the internship, for the apprenticeship. This is meant for skill development of the UG students also. Now we are thinking about product PhD, industry-sponsored PhD. Till now our PhD is primarily academic, primarily citation-centric, thesis, paper, and academic documentation. Now, to enhance the skill capacity, we are envisioning a product PhD where more applied, more practical, more hands-on approach will be there. Gradually, rightly Prime Minister Modi said, degree are important, but competence is much more than that. That means more applied education is necessary, more skill-based education is necessary. Hands-on training is the order of the day.
One of the things, since you mentioned higher education into colleges, is the fact that you've moved into a 3-year to 4-year multidisciplinary approach. Earlier, if I had to do arts, I'd only do arts. Today, I can take other subjects, science and others, in college, which wasn't possible earlier. How has that, and as you rightly said, the first batch is now passing out of that process or getting into the process. How has that really worked? Because you do require also to give the infrastructure, the teachers for that, capacity to absorb other students coming into it. How has that worked out in practice?
NEP is giving importance to multidisciplinary based education. I can cite one example. For a few years back, there was a division between humanities and technology students. But AI is such a technology, it's a now horizontal subject. All stream of student has to go through AI skilling. Whether it's a student of humanities, whether students of science, whether students of commerce, whether students of technology. Any faculty of students has to go through a technology horizontal approach is AI. This is the multidisciplinary. Now, new courses are coming up. IIT Jammu, IIM Jammu and AIMS Jammu. Both of all three came together and created a unique bridge. A student of medicine should learn 2-semester technology. They want to go to medtech. And if it is good, if they will learn 1 semester management also in IIM Jammu. This kind of new ecosystem is also coming up to have multidisciplinary new model of education. And this is a reality in Indian education system today.
If you take a look at the current budget, which you mentioned earlier also, there is a talk of a university hub. And around that, you would create, say, like Stanford University and others. Industry will then benefit out of that. Which are the areas that you hope to do it? And of course, there's also a question now being asked, Why are you trying to set up new universities? Why don't you take one university already identified and expand that? And the other part of that question is, no money was given to you by the budget.
There is no answer to Raj Shangapaji. On every good proposal, he has a question. Why? That's a good thing. Why leads to answer. You must appreciate the Honorable Prime Minister's vision to create a new age economy. When he was talking about digital India, you all laughed at him. What is this gentleman saying, digital India?
I didn't.
Today,
Okay.
thank you. You have not. When I'm talking, I am talking to many people. When not, do you see the result today? Today, if in the global level assessment, 50% of the digital transactions in the global level is 50% is coming from India. Now, a street vendor is transacting his business with anybody. He is buying from wholesale market through digitally. He is selling his product to his consumers through digital payment gateway. The reality today must faith on the leadership. We want to create when I'm talking about a new age economy, nobody was knowing data will be so cheap in India. This is reality today. Using new technology, new business model, new planning, new approach. There are many national priority of critical mineral, priority on semiconductor, priority on AI, priority on agriculture, priority on biotechnology. These are the national priority on health technology. Corona upon our eyes, we have to depend on our own economy, our own model. India became the global pharmacy. In this budget, Government of India has given much more importance to pharma sector, biopharmas. These are new horizons, new area of priority. We have to think out of box. Sometimes new model works. Now, what I understood from the budget announcement, we have given some suggestion to Finance Minister. I am thankful to Finance Minister and Prime Minister sir. They have accepted Minister of Education's proposal. NEP has recommended multi-varsity, clustered varsity. Now, taking forward that vision to reality, to implementation, Government of India has announced 5 clusters of universities in the different part of country. Now it will go selected through challenge routes. State will piece their best cases. Government of India said university cluster with 2 conditions: industrial hub and logistic. Economic activities must be supported by knowledge.
Right.
Then innovation will come. How long we will be a consuming country? We have to innovate, we have to produce, we have to manufacture. Mission manufacture is on job, on the rolling. We all have to link national priority, global requirement. You have to, Raji, you must appreciate, 65% of India's population is below 35. We must create new horizons for these youngsters. These 5 multi-varsity points, clubbing with industry and logistics, is a fantastic idea.
But as I said, money is not yet allocated. Have you worked out what it would cost?
I have my faith on my Prime Minister.
Okay.
Modi means business. Modi hai to mumkin hai.
Okay. But, yes. But take a look at the fact that when we talked of the national education policy that came out, one of the recommendations of that was that 6% of the budget would be allocated towards education. We have not reached that figure.
No. I am very thankful to Prime Minister sir and Finance Minister madam. This year they have increased 8% budget in comparison to last year budget. We got around 1,39,000 crore. This is 8% increase in comparison to last year's allocation. Usually the GDP calculation comes 3 years behind. Now, recently I have analyzed the last 3 years before statistics. The GDP is 4.1. Education expenditure of the GDP is 4.1. Gradually, after our government took charge, it is in the upward trend. I hope the kind of policy enable we are doing, it will increase and more public.
You have not set a year to it and say, boss, by this time I need that much money.
I hope it should come the next year, but it's up to the fiscal management of the country.
You have hinted now to the new finance, or for next year the finance minister to do that.
I got enough money, now my job is to implement that.
Okay. One of the other aspects that you've talked about is this post-accreditation reforms. You know, the NAAC's binary framework was underway. How will this reform be integrated into the NLPs that you all have been pushing?
It will be more transparent, more open, more self-declared model. Because there are a lot of issues regarding NAC in last few decades. Gradually, more institutions are coming. I'm happy if all institutions are not on equal standards. IITs are different, NITs are different, central universities are different, autonomous colleges are different. They have their own parameters, own strategy, own experience also. Now, the new model, of binary model of accreditation is going to roll out very soon. And simultaneously, we put our proposal in front of Parliament, and there will be a joint parliamentary scrutiny committee for Bikasit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan Bill. In that, there is a separate cohort of accreditation. When we're coming out with the new policy set, we are rethinking the entire, looking into our vast experience. It has two things I am assuring you. It will be transparent, it will be self-driven.
Right. Excellent. The other point that we've been looking at is foreign universities. There's been a lot of invitation to foreign universities. There's a global outlook. You're looking for global partners. How much has that moved forward on it? And secondly, what are the safeguards to ensure that there's quality and relevance to India?
NEP has recommended to internationalize our education. Internationalize means more foreign collaboration in both ways. Indian university has to go outside. Overseas universities and institutions has to more tie up with India, and they should also physically come to Indian shore. Now, more than 100 universities and institutions has foreign tie-up with their counterparts in the different area of the world, in the reputed universities. Twinning of degree, dual degree, collaborative program, research exchange program. More than 100 quality universities of India are engaged with their foreign counterpart. 19 universities are so far come to India. Some of them have started teaching in India. Some of them will teach in the next academic year. That means July onward from the foreign calendar. And many more are in the pipeline. Almost all of them, they all are QS ranked universities. Few of them are below 100 ranked universities are also coming. And few Indian institutions are also gone to overseas. IIT Delhi, IIT Madras and IIM Ahmedabad, they all have opened their foreign campuses on the invitation of the respective governments. So the new model of internalization is coming up for our QS ranking. We need to expose our education system to the global model. And today, those who want to do transaction with the Indian economy, they have to understand and learn more about India. They have to come to India. They have to study India's society, India's public policy. So there's a new change, and we have to leverage and expand our horizon.
When you look at all the surveys that look at the best universities in the world, best colleges in the world, Indian universities and colleges don't figure, barring a few. What can be done? What is the real reason, and what can we do to bring world-class quality to our universities and colleges?
My ambition, my expectation from our university community, by next 2-3 years, we must come within the 100 category of QS ranking or Times ranking. Today, if I look into my analysis, in 2015, my number in the QS rank was only 11. Today, my number is 54. It is an upward trend. The next target, some of them are here. I am putting the challenge to them. I am here to cooperate and extend all kind of things, what they want to do for their autonomous status, for their growth, their progress, to be excellent institutions in country. Government of India will be 2 steps ahead of them. But they have to perform, they have to create an ecosystem of global standard. Quality is the only pathway for the standard institution, and I am confident few of our Indian institutions are on the right track.
You know, there was this X prize for inventions. Whoever made the best invention will get $1 million. Do you want an X prize or an equivalent prize for higher education?
Already government of India is spending much more on that. We have given priority to 10 public funded university, Government of India institution, state government institution for Center of Excellence, COE. Government of India, as I said, Government of India will go 2 steps ahead. if institute will perform.
No, supposing tomorrow I come in the first 20 or first 100 of this particular international
You come
rank, would you
first
give
now.
me 2 crores, 5
You don't. I am not a trader.
award?
I am not. It's a prestige to my country.
Right.
I'll put this institution in my head. I'll roam around country.
Finally, since we're talking of higher education, one of the issues is that out of 100 children that come right up to secondary and higher education, 30 do not get into colleges and other institutions. And that's a massive number if you look at the total student population. What can be done to ensure that not only are they getting into colleges and other places, but also into what you had mentioned earlier, skill courses, getting into that area of...
NEP recommends by that 2035, this number has to increase up to 50%. That we have to fulfill. We have to create new institutions, new courses, new approach towards the higher education. But we have to appreciate one thing. Just few minutes back, we were discussing about the skill orientation in the secondary level, in the higher secondary level. My personal understanding, everybody should not go to the higher education ecosystem. In the developed economy, sizable number of students remain in the diploma level, in the polytechnic level. In that way, they contribute the economy of that country. They need more supervisor, more qualified skilled person in the floor shop. We have to create that has to be aspirational, that has to be well remunerated. Social status has to be there. There's a lot of things interconnected with each other. Few students, that means 50% students at least come to the higher education ecosystem. They must be innovator, they must be quality researcher, they must be quality human capacity developer. In that way, economy will be grow, knowledge will be impacted in a different level in future also. And 50% of them should go to workforce as a meaningful, productive workforce.
Dharmendra Pradhan, I know you've been really tied up for time. You've taken a lot of that and spent time with us. We also have today the honor of you distributing prizes to our best colleges.
I am also eagerly waiting to recognize my good institutions.
And so thank you very, very much for this. And let's give the minister a very, very warm round of applause for this. Thank you.
I request both you gentlemen to please stay on stage, as I'd also like to invite Mr. Arun Puri, Chairman and Editor-in-Chief, India Today Group, to please join us to unveil India Today's 50th anniversary issue of India Today Advantage. Let's have a huge round of applause.
Mr. Pradhan, before the actual thing comes, just a little bit about IT Advantage, which you'll be very happy to know. We've been doing this for many years now. What we do is we bring out a school edition of India Today magazine, which is tailored to their requirements in terms of graphics, their understanding of it, and bring actually an authentic India Today magazine at that level. Just to give you this thing, they're close to total students who are participating in the program, and these are all paid copies. 1.5 lakh people are there across 1,000 schools that are doing that. And we make sure that this is going at a subsidized rate, so they pay 16 rupees as compared to what we do. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's unveil the latest. May I request Mr. Arun Puri come? And as you can see, it's also our 50th year, so.
And we'll now move on to the part you all have been waiting for. Yes, we are now presenting the awards, and we'll begin with the category of India's best universities. First is the general government category, and the winner is University of Delhi, New Delhi. I'd like to invite on stage Professor Balram Pani, Dean of Colleges, University of Delhi, to receive the award, please. Next is the category of medical, and the winner is AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. I'd like to call on stage Dr. M. Srinivas, Director, AIMS, Dr. Nikhil Tandon and Dr. Radhika Tandon from AIMS to receive the award, please. Next is the technical category, and the winner is Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. I'd like to call on stage Professor A.K. Nima, Deputy Director Operations, IIT Delhi, to please receive the award. The next category is law, and the winner is National Law School of India, University, Bengaluru. I'd like to call on stage Professor Sudhir Krishnaswamy, Vice Chancellor, National Law School of India, University, Bengaluru. And that brings us to an end of the India's Best Universities Award. We now move on to India's Best Colleges Award, and the first winner in the category of Arts and Science is Hindu College, New Delhi. Calling on stage Professor Anju Srivastav, Principal, Hindu College, New Delhi. Next is the category of Commerce, and the winner is Sri Ram College of Commerce, New Delhi. I'd like to call on stage Professor Simrit Kaur, Principal, Sri Ram College of Commerce, New Delhi. Next is the category of medical, and the winner is AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi. I'd like to call on stage Dr. M. Srinivas, Director, AIMS, Delhi. Next is the category of dental, and the winner is Maulana Azad Institute of Dental Sciences, New Delhi. I'd like to call on stage Dr. Gyanendra Kumar, Professor SAG and Head of Department, Comprehensive Dentistry. Also Dr. Ashwini Y. Ballapanavar, Professor, Department of Public Health Dentistry, Maulana Azad Institute of Dental Sciences. Next is the award in the category of Engineering Government. The Winner is Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. And of course, the award would be sent at a later point. We move on to the next category, Engineering Private. And the winner is Birla Institute of Technology and Sciences, Pilani. I'd like to call on stage Professor Sudhir Kumar Barai, Director, BITS Pilani. Next is the category of Architecture, and the winner is Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. Would like to call on stage Professor Kamal Kishore Pant, Director, Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. Next is the category of Law, and the winner is National Law School of India, University, Bengaluru. I'd like to call on stage Professor Sudhir Krishnaswamy, Vice Chancellor, National Law School of India, University, Bengaluru. Next is the category of Mass Communication, and the winner is Indian Institute of Mass Communication, New Delhi. I'd like to call on stage Dr. Pragya Paliwal Gaur, Vice Chancellor, Indian Institute of Mass Communication, New Delhi. Next is the category of Hotel Management, and the winner is Institute of Hotel Management, Catering and Nutrition, Pusa, New Delhi. I'd like to call on stage Kamal Kant Pant, Principal, Institute of Hotel Management, Catering and Nutrition, Pusa, Delhi. Next is the category of BBA, and the winner is Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, New Delhi. I'd like to call on stage Professor Poonam Verma, Principal, Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, New Delhi. Next is the category of BCA, and the winner is Department of Computer Science, Christ, Bengaluru. And the winner, and I'd like to call on stage Dr. Peter MV, Associate Director, Christ University. Next is the category of Social Work, and the winner is Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai. Would like to call upon Professor Bipin Jojo, Dean, School of Social Work, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai. And last is the category of Fashion Design. The winner is National Institute of Fashion Technology, New Delhi. I'd like to call on stage Tanu Kashyap, Director General, NIFT, New Delhi, and also Shinju Mahajan, Director, NIFT. A huge congratulations to all our winners, and I'd now like to request you all to come on stage with your trophies for a group photograph. All the winners, please come on stage for a group picture. With your trophies, yes.